The flip of a coin. It's either heads or tails. Well, in this case, Pikachu or Pokeball. It's a 50-50 chance, yes or no. Is a Vita worth it in 2025? Yes. Thanks for watching.
It's not as simple as flipping a coin, but the Vita has a lot of features and games to offer. In 2011, the device released in Japan with an OLED screen, a touchscreen, almost console graphics. 14 years later, and people are still playing it, watching videos like you. Sony stopped support for the PS Vita before its time, but since then the community around it has continued to support it, and ported games and apps to the system. The official library includes games from Sony, big titles like Uncharted and Killzone, games from third-party companies like Need for Speed Most Wanted, Call of Duty, a Metal Gear collection, and Persona games. Okay, so you get the point. A lot of these games are only playable portably on the Vita. The Vita can also play PSP games digitally, of course, and with the homebrew side, it has emulators and other games in its library. The features like the touchpad were used sparingly, but the games that did use them were really creative. In the FIFA games, you can use the touchpad to shoot the ball in a precise manner, as if the touchpad was the goal. There's a PS Vita holder that adds an L2 and an R2 physical button that usually use the touchpad for it. The touchscreen also offers other ways to play games. Some games have the option to use the touchscreen, which could be convenient in menus, like in ES8. Or sometimes they're mandatory, like in Super Monkey Ball. Sometimes I forget that it has a touchscreen, like in Metal Gear I was trying to figure out how to select my weapon, and of course it's just tapping the screen. You see on the 3DS, you usually bust out the stylus. Wait a minute, get out of here. This is a PS Vita video, not a 3DS one. As I mentioned before, the homebrew aspect on the PS Vita is a giant community with games and apps ranging from streaming your PS Vita to your computer to streaming your PC to your PS Vita. Not impressive nowadays, but the Vita did have a back and front camera, a gyroscope, a touchscreen, and a accelerometer. You know, everything your phone has. Oh yeah, except one feature. A headphone jack. One game that used all these features creatively was called Frobisher Says. It's a mix of WarioWare and Dumb Ways to Die, that phone game, and it's a mini-game roulette using all the features of the PS Vita from the camera and the touchpad and the buttons.
Frobisher says, prepare the landing site. Wait a minute, this is the wrong planet. Frobisher says, phone Mrs. Furukawa. Frobisher says, catch Ponsonby.
Another game that uses a lot of features on the Vita is Tearaway. And no, I didn't just Google games that utilize the PS Vita features in cool ways. Tearaway uses the cameras randomly to show you. And it won't warn you anything. You could be laying down, spread out like a melted popsicle, and bam, worst angle ever. Oh crap. It's kind of funny because you end up just accepting it. The game is really fun, and there's creative ways they utilize the PS Vita features. You can use the touchpad to attack enemies, and show your finger in the game, or move things around. There's a lot of puzzle elements. You use the touchscreen a lot, including customizing your character. I think the PS Vita touchscreen feels more like a smartphone screen due to it being capacitive, so in this game, it adds to it by swiping and tapping versus 3DS games that revolve around a touchscreen, or just use it for menu. Wait a minute, I'm talking about the 3DS again, get out of here. And I know you're probably thinking, all you did was talk about the PS Vita games and the PS Vita features, so is it worth it? Well, there's your answer. I could make a video 2 hours long talking about the Vita games, so I will. Starting with, just kidding, I won't do that. How about I flip a coin for it? Alright, no 2 hours then. But to my point, if you want to play games that are fun and unique, the Vita is full of them, whether they're Sony games or third party. That being rumored to release a new handheld, you might as well build your collection now.
You know what? Why don't we flip for it? Heads, I give the PS Vita away, and tails, I keep it. Let's try to 3.